Welcome to another episode of John in the Kitchen. Going to do something a little bit different today. Instead of going through a step-by-step process of how to make something from beginning to end, this is going to be kind of a quick dinner. It is a Saturday night, so normally I would try to do something nice and fancy, but we're watching playoff football and having a few libations. So we're going to try and do something a little quicker. Let me talk about Myers Market for just a second. This video is being brought to you or sponsored by Myers Market, a fully functioning butcher shop that's just down off the square in Greencastle, Indiana. And what I love about it is, I'm a big fan of hardware stores. Rather than going to Walmart or going to Menards, I'd rather go to a hardware store, because if you walk in and you ask somebody where it's at, they can take you and show you. They might be able to offer you alternatives as to a different product you could use, or you know, how you might go about doing what you need to do. I like old-fashioned, and that's why I absolutely love Myers Market. He is a fully functioning butcher shop, so you can go in and say, hey, I want an inch-thick ribeye, or you can go in and say, hey, I need 10 pounds of fresh ground beef, and he can do that for you as well. Got a lot of good products there I love, but the other good part about it is it's full of high-quality lunch meats, high-quality cheeses, and he does his best to stock with all local products, and by local, I mean just in the state of Indiana. He's got barbecue sauces, pickles, candies, breads, all kinds of stuff that just comes from the state of Indiana, as well as some other hard-to-find stuff that maybe you wouldn't find someplace else. So for a smaller market, it has a ton of stuff in there, and it's a great place to go if you're looking for something quick for dinner, which is why we're going to talk about what we're going to do today. We're going to be doing Korean-style beef short ribs. Now, the short rib is on the rib cage of the cow. They normally take the short ribs off the bottom plate of the rib cage. These are cut flank style, which means if you're looking at the ribs as sitting like this, they're going to be cut across. So you've got thinner strips. You'll have 3 little bones in each one, and these have been marinated in a Gojuchang sauce that they have up at the Myers Market. You can also do, if you got just plain flank style short ribs, you could do a garlic parm, you could do an Asian zing. There's just anything you could do, but the thing I like about these is they come already marinated. They're ready for you to go home and throw them on the grill and cook them up in about 10 or 15 minutes. Tonight we're going to do these with a Asian sesame bag salad that I just picked up at the grocery store. Kim and I love these because they're delicious, they're easy to do. The whole dinner is going to take me less than a half an hour. It's going to have a gourmet feel to it, but I didn't put a whole lot of work into it. So let's go ahead and get started. Korean beef short ribs with an Asian zing salad coming up in just a second. So we're going to do these on the stove tonight rather than go outside. It's got a little bit of snow here today. It's about 26, 27 degrees outside, and rather than mess around with the barbecue, we are going to do these on the flat top or the griddle plate that I put on the gas stove. Amazon, I think it was 30, 35 bucks. It's got a groove side, as you can see. It's also got a flat side to it. If you want to set it up and do bacon and pancakes one morning, you can do that. But we're going to get this preheated up, and then we're going to get the ribs on there while I mix up the bag salad. So the bag salad is an Asian sesame. It's got cabbage, red cabbage, carrots, a little bit of kale, sesame seeds, some cashews, and then the sweet sesame dressing. So basically, to get this ready, all you're going to do is drop it in the bowl. You've got the bag of fixings right there. Cut the lid off of that. We're going to go ahead and put the dressing in here. And then I like to just go ahead and get it tossed up and get that dressing spread around. Basically just enough there for 2, maybe 3 servings, so it makes it perfect for a dinner for 2. And again, something easy that you get mixed up. It's easy to do. You'll have the dinner done in just a few minutes. I'm going to save the sesame seeds, cashews for the end. Put them on right there so they don't sit and get soggy, and the salad will have a nice crunch to it. So now we'll go ahead and get started on getting the grill heated up and getting the short ribs going. Ribs laid out. I kind of wanted to point out to you here, bone, bone, bone. So you can kind of see how they were cut. We'll call it sideways to make it a little easier to understand, but we kind of see how it was cut sideways so that the bones are going through. So we're going to do this on the ridge side up, because if it gets enough heat to it, it might get a little grill mark, plus it'll put a little nice little char, since the wing sauce has got it's got a sweet, nice sweet kick to it, a little vinegary. The vinegar should help tenderize the meat as well too. So basically, I've heard a couple different ways of time-wise cooking these. I saw anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 to 8 minutes. I think 7 to 8 minutes per side is way too long. They're cut thin. They should already be nice and tender. And because it's beef, if it's a little under, even better. So we're gonna do 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other side. We should be good to go there. And then afterwards, we're gonna give it a little bit of drizzle of sauce. I'll kind of give you a look at what they're doing while they're cooking. And then we'll take a look at them after we get everything plated. And then we're gonna do a little additional sauce on there just to give it a little more flavor as we get ready to eat it. And then we'll get everything going, have dinner. So if I'm cooking stuff that I know I want to get perfect on the time, and by the way, I've got a light bulb out up here before one of my smart ass friends decides to point it out. If I'm doing things that I know I want to time to a certain degree or a certain amount of cooking, I'll use, right now I'm using the kitchen stove timer and just doing 3 minutes on one side. I'm going to flip them and do 3 minutes on the other side. But if I'm doing it outside, I'll just use the phone instead of timer, because I'm real religious about when you're cooking steaks. I do, depending on the amount of thickness, I do anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes per side before I flip them. And they always come out a perfect medium rare. So just a little tip to use the technology to your benefit, because it's there and that's what it's meant for. Okay, as you can see, dinner is done. Took about 20 minutes, cost about 20 bucks. Great meal, got a nice gourmet look to it. Stop by Mars Market on your way home tonight. Pick up a couple pounds of these and take them home. They're easy to cook, effortless, cleanup's nice and easy. Be a great meal for you and your family, and it's nice and easy to prepare. Stop by Mars Market, tell them John in the kitchen sent you. If you like what you saw, be sure and hit that like and that subscribe button and share this with everybody. I'd love for all of you to go in and buy all that he has at Mars Market. Thanks. I'll see you next time. We're going to be doing a nice Italian dish with another quality product they're making there at Mars Market. Have a great evening. I'll see you next time.